There are moments in life that feel impossible to prepare for. Moments so emotional, so meaningful, that even the strongest people struggle to hide what they feel. For many parents, one of those moments comes quietly. The moment they suddenly realize their child is no longer a child. The moment pride and emotion collide. And for King Felipe, perhaps one of those moments came while watching Princess Leonor. Not simply as a father watching his daughter, but as a king watching Spain's future queen slowly step into history. Because behind royal ceremonies and public appearances exists something deeply human. A father watching time move too fast. Today, we're exploring one emotional question. Could there have been a moment when King Felipe simply couldn't hold back his emotions watching Princess Leonor? Because perhaps some moments feel too meaningful to stay hidden. Let's explore. When a child suddenly looks grown up. Sometimes emotion arrives unexpectedly. One day, someone still feels like the little child you remember. The next, something feels different, a look of confidence, a serious moment, a milestone that quietly changes everything. For King Felipe, perhaps seeing Princess Leonor step into greater responsibility created moments like that. Formal speeches, royal ceremonies, military preparation, moments filled with symbolism. Perhaps somewhere inside those experiences came a realization. She's growing up, and maybe growing up faster than expected. Because no matter who someone is, fatherhood often holds emotional moments nobody talks about enough. The power of watching someone step into their future. Imagine watching your daughter prepare for something extraordinary. Not just adulthood, not just independence, but enormous responsibility. Princess Leonor isn't simply growing older. She is preparing for leadership, history, duty. One day, millions may look to her. And perhaps seeing that future slowly becoming real could feel overwhelming. Not out of sadness alone, but pride, love, emotion, the realization that someone you protected for years no longer feels small. Sometimes beautiful moments carry tears too. Because emotion doesn't only come from pain. Sometimes it comes from meaning. Military moments may have felt especially emotional. Imagine seeing Princess Leonor standing proudly in uniform. Confident, focused, prepared. For many people, military service symbolizes discipline and strength. But perhaps for a father, it symbolizes something else too. Change, responsibility, growing independence. A child stepping into a bigger world. Maybe King Felipe looked at Leonor and remembered childhood memories all at once. The little girl, the family moments, the years moving quietly by. And suddenly, the future looked real, very real. That kind of moment could move anyone emotionally. The emotion parents sometimes hide. Here's something deeply relatable. Parents often hide emotion. They stay strong, smile proudly, celebrate milestones. But privately, emotion still exists. Because growth feels bittersweet. You want children to become strong and independent. Yet part of you quietly misses earlier days. The moments when life felt simpler. And perhaps King Felipe experienced emotions like many parents do. Pride mixed with nostalgia, joy mixed with disbelief, happiness mixed with the realization that childhood doesn't return. That emotional contradiction feels deeply human. A king to the world, a father at heart. Sometimes people forget something important. Before King Felipe became king, he became a father. Titles matter, history matters, responsibility matters, but family matters too. Because perhaps while the world sees a future queen, King Felipe sometimes still sees his daughter. Someone he encouraged, protected, watched grow. Someone whose childhood passed quicker than expected. And maybe that emotional reality matters more than any royal title. Because love often feels strongest during moments of change. Why small moments of emotion matter most. Sometimes people imagine emotional moments as dramatic. But often they happen quietly. A proud look, a pause, a meaningful smile, eyes becoming emotional unexpectedly, words becoming difficult to say. Perhaps those are the moments families remember forever. Not speeches, not headlines, but feelings. Moments where everything suddenly feels meaningful at once. And maybe that's why this story resonates. Because everyone understands love, growth, time moving too fast, and the quiet heartbreak of watching someone you love become independent. Maybe the tears were really about pride. But perhaps people misunderstand emotional moments. Maybe any tears wouldn't come from sadness alone. Maybe they come from pride. Seeing strength, seeing maturity, seeing values become real. Watching someone step into the future with courage. That kind of emotion feels powerful. Because parents often dream of seeing children grow into strong people. Yet when it finally happens, the moment sometimes feels bigger than expected. So, was there a moment when King Felipe couldn't hold back his emotions watching Princess Leonor? The truth is, nobody outside private family moments truly knows. But perhaps moments like that naturally happen. Because watching someone you love grow into their future can feel overwhelming. Pride, love, memories, emotion, all arriving at once. While the world may see Spain's future queen, perhaps a father sometimes still sees the little girl he once held close. And maybe that emotional truth feels impossible not to understand. What do you think? Do parents ever stop seeing their children as little kids? Or does that feeling stay forever? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more royal stories, hidden truths, and fascinating discussions.